Hi guys, LUFCPassion back for another match reaction. Leeds United 4, Bristol City 0. And Bristol City shots on target 0. Leeds outclass Bristol City in every capacity, everywhere. A performance by champions and a great win. Where do we start? We start with the team news. No Dan James, once again Rothwell. Could that be it for him for the rest of the season? His Leeds tenure, potentially? Maybe. Depending on people, depends on what you think. Depends on what the club thinks is best. Personally, I don't see him coming back. I don't. I think 7 million, although I'm not saying at all he's not been good this season. In clusters, I love the way he drives forward with the ball, the way the way he is as a player. I mean, he's quality and he's really good for this league. But in the Premier League, we know the different golfing class and the different level that comes into play means that you've got to sign up level and Premier League proven Premier League players, and Rothwell isn't really. Obviously, he's been at Bournemouth. He's been at obviously at Blackburn Premier League. So Southampton last season to get back up, and I see the same happening again for the third time in him coming back down to potential playoff or maybe even one of these relegated teams like Leicester or Southampton again potentially, or Ipswich. I know that apparently Sheffield United are looking to get him if Leeds don't. But no, I'd say goodbye to Rothwell. Thank you for what you've done. I think sentiment's got to be put in the past. I think over the years, especially in recent times, that sentiment has played a massive part in the fact that we haven't invested because we've been too reliant on players that are just a level above than what they are. Their heart might be in it, their passion, but you know, we're in a different era now with different owners who will put business before sentiment, which for me is what I want for my football club. I love the days of the sentiment, I do, but all the time has gone. We saw today, well, most fans have seen today, the stadium expansion. Oh well, the look of it, the first look of it anyhow, it looked really good. There's rumours of there's going to be a direct link. There's direct transport to Ellen Road in terms of trams, so that's massive and major. And just there's already 20,000 people on a waiting list for season tickets, so it just allows more people to come in. I think one thing people may be fearing for is the fact that we could lose that atmosphere. But talking of atmosphere, we start with tonight's game. Wow. From minute one, obviously they did the thing with giving everyone a yellow scarf, and you could see them yellow scarves, boy. They were brilliant tonight. The atmosphere was quality. Obviously, I did not go. I did watch it, and watching it, I was proud of what my fans of my club do, how they spur him on, and yeah, we were brilliant tonight. It really good. Completely dominated Bristol City all over the park, who, to be honest, are a decent team. They're up there for I think Manning was up there for a manager of the season. Of course, Parker did get it. Should Farker got it? My opinion, yeah. But to EFL and Gus Hamer getting a player of the season. I mean, to be honest, last season Adam Armstrong should have got it because he was top scorer, and Somerville did. As good as he was, he shouldn't have got player of the season because, of course, but there you are. This is hoping that Pirro can get golden boot. I think they still do that award. They should do anyway. Yeah, so on to the game. Leeds dismantled Bristol from start to finish. Bristol just couldn't get anywhere near us. I thought in standout performances, I thought Aronson was really good. Aronson was a really really grew into the game. Really, it's the first time with Pero's shot, missed effort, that I've seen him body a player in that way anyway. But it was brilliant, and obviously he rouletted or span around another player. It was Hayden Roberts. He might have span around. I'm not sure. But no, he was really good, and he demanded that role tonight, which is what I want to see more of Brendan. It's okay doing it. I think he's been good this season. I think he's gotten 8 goals and 3 assists, so 11 goal involvements all season. And I liked him at least hit double digits. But he's had players around him who also have done the business. Tanaka I thought was brilliant tonight. Him and Gurev controlled the midfield. They really, I guess just assured everything. Not that there was anything to panic about. Really good tonight, both Gurev and Tanaka. Gurev's pass for the 4th goal is ridiculous. Great vision from Gurev and great run from Largy. We'll get on to him in a little bit. I thought Solomon was good tonight. Obviously did a beautiful cross for Tanaka's goal. Similar to, in some ways, the cross or the goal that rolled out was up at Borough. Solomon and AO at the back post, which we've seen a numerous times this season, score kind of goals like that, and he was very unlucky not to get a second one minutes after. I thought the marking from Tanner, I think that's his name, Tanner, was really poor. He didn't learn his lesson. On Tanaka scoring, he almost scored again. I thought Bristol were disappointing tonight, expecting them to grow into. That's just to me a sign of, not in an arrogant way, how much we're above this league in quality. Bristol are no mugs. They've beaten the likes of. Well, they've not beaten. Sorry, they've took points of Sheffield. They've took points of Burnley. They've really grew into the playoffs, and if they'd have won tonight, they'd have cemented their playoff place. And they've got to. I'm not sure who they're playing, but I think it might be Watford. Could be wrong there. To cement their playoff places. Millwall, another team that are looking to get it. Coventry. It's still a lot to play for in terms of playoffs. For 5th and 6th, and obviously 4th and above is pretty much sorted out. But no, yeah, so I'm expecting them to kind of come a bit more at us, and they just couldn't get anywhere near the ball. Leeds controlled every part of the game, didn't allow them to do anything. Like I said, it just shows how quality we are and how, how pragmatic we are, how assured and safe we are in the ball. I guess safe's not the word, just controlled. Dictated play, making sure that they couldn't do anything. I thought Nonto was good tonight. I thought he was good. Very unlucky for a few efforts. I think one time he got the ball on his left foot in the first half and tried to curl it on the top effort and it went sailing over. I thought Pero was good. Again, the assist is quality for the second goal. Very unlucky not to score in the first half, and I really wanted him to get his 20 goal. You can still get that, obviously, hopefully down in Plymouth at home park. But no, he was unlucky to not score tonight. Really well linking play, dropping deep, dragging defenders away and allowing others into play, which is what Pero's done to his game. He's really developed, I think, under Farker. Because I think there were very much question marks, and I think there still is in some ways. Some aspects that is he the number 9 that Leeds really wanted. His goal tally says it all. He's got something crazy like 46 goals in might be saying 92 games or something. I could be wrong by that. Probably gone up now. Obviously 19 goals. I think he hit 22 in one season, 19 in the after one. 14 last season. It's probably more. It was 14 last season, and obviously 19 so far this. So with one game remaining, 19 goals this season. So he's really come to his own. He's had patches and spells where he's not scored. He had a bit of a goal drought and obviously turned that up against Stoke last time out. And I really want him to get his 20. I hope he does. I really hope he does score in the last game. But no, the link in play and the second goal is disgusting. It's a great run from Nonto. Leeds before that were just controlling the game, having shots. I thought it was really good. the pass is beautiful. It's a quality finish from Nonto as well. Just to lift it over O'Leary. It's a really good finish. And that's his 8th goal this season. I think he's got 14 goal involvements this season. So yeah, he's had again patches like somewheres in Pirro where he's been in and out of the teams hard with Dan James pretty much cementing that spot, which doesn't surprise you with how quality Dan James has been this season. But no, he's been really good, and I've been really impressed with Nonto today. And yeah, great to see him score. Great to see him score again. I thought Firpo and Bogo, both fullbacks, were brilliant. Really good. Bogo, for me, got caught at least, I think it was once by Earthy, but recovered in the end. More small moments, but for me, Bogo, he's up there with player of the season. 5 million signing. I've said in numerous videos. Yeah, I can see now why Sheffield was so, I won't say disappointed in losing him, because of the quality he brings. There is question marks about him in the Premier League, of course, which can be said for many players, but it's a different team, under different manager, different tactics, so who knows? Obviously, I think one thing though, for sure, whoever our fullbacks are in the Prem, they really won't be allowed that much licence because of how the league is. I mean, you can't have your left back pretty much plays a number 9, but I'm hoping that's where Farker does adapt it. I'm sure he will, I really hope he will, because you'll be caught out on the counter-attack easy. But for the here and now, it's great to see. He was very unlucky, Bogle, not to score. Firpo put in a really good ball, and it might have just been offside as well, looking at the line. I think it went under his foot and he couldn't quite put it in. It's the same finish we saw against Preston. If it had gone in, it was a good ball from Firpo. Firpo, really good tonight. Everywhere again. He loves going forward. Is it his last home game potentially? Yeah. I really hope he does stay as a cover fullback, but I'm sure the suitors out there. I think Betis is the biggest likelihood if he does go Spain in anyhow, since he changed his agency to a Spanish agency. So, I mean, there's no smoke without fire. Be a shame, but he'll have rekindled his career from what was devastating at first. You know, he got caught out. I remember the Matty Cash absolutely doing him over like a kipper. He got caught out all the time. And since coming down to the Championship, he's really grown into his own player. And if he does leave, thank you for everything, Junior, in the past 2 years. He'd have left with his held high, and there'd be good memories of Firpo. You can think of plenty of good memories of Firpo, and it's good to see. You know, I think there was a reason that he was playing number 9 for the Dominion Republic, because my dad was saying this to me. He says it to me a lot about Firpo. He's a winger, but I think at times this season you really see his defensive capabilities, which is quite surprising because of how defensively assured we have been all season anyhow. But no, he's definitely improved his defending, which can be said because obviously it's a lower league down. You're against less quality players, but you can only play who's in front of you. And so for Firpo, yeah, good memories of Firpo. Loads of goals and loads of assists, and he got one tonight for the man who came on in Largi Ramazani. I'm gonna sneeze in a minute. I think it's coming. It's about to come. No, it's gone. Yeah, Ramazani came on the right for Nonto. Yeah, and his first touch, he scored. I mean, the ball, it's beautiful play from Gruev, Solomon and Bamford and Firpo. And the cross from Firpo, we've seen it many times this season across the box. He's got goal side of Hayden Roberts, Ramazani, great finish. The celebration's quality. I couldn't do that, I'd break my neck if I even attempted that. So I'll leave that to Largi Ramazani. The fourth goal. Oh man. Gruev, what a pass. Spots the run of, I think he is trying to pick up Ramazani, who drifts in field. The first touch is, it's class. It's beautiful, that first touch. And then with his second, he's really good with both feet as well, Ramazani. He just smashes it into the bottom far corner, and it's a really good finish, and it's a good way to end the game. A really good way to end the game. And then obviously we have the families coming out, the kids playing on the pitch, kicking the balls in, Farke getting sweltered full of alcohol, and who I think 100% deserves so much credit this season. You know, people after, I think it was 2 games, wanting him out at times this season. Luton, I was never one wanting him out. I was frustrated at draws because at times when it was drawing in such critical parts, it felt like a loss because of the domain of it. It did feel like losses, and I just wanted him to change it. That can include Melier. That can include playing Ramazani, who was clearly out for a reason. Schmidt, who didn't come on tonight. Just good that I like that he's rotating. But I think he deserves so much credit because he has taken a lot of pelters, a lot of grief, and has said some statements that it did raise a few eyebrows in terms of we were 100% being in the Premier League, but it happened. It wasn't lying. He got it right. At the time, it was, I think, just because of the way we were playing, the results we were getting in draws, it didn't feel right in that moment. But if you look on the other side, it allowed us to go up a gear. Now we're 5 unbeaten. We've been on a great run. Beat the likes of Preston, Oxford. So Bristol tonight. Yeah, we've grown into our own, and we've gone up another level. I'm proud of the lads. I didn't even mention the centre backs and Darlow. They didn't have much to do. At one point, it was funny with Darlow. The ball was flashed across the box. Really good cross. Very good cross, actually. From Hayden Roberts. I keep mentioning him because he was involved in times defending and attacking, which was very rare for Bristol tonight. Great cross. It's gone across the box. Darlow's missed it, and Ampadu's bailed him out. Hits a defender on the head and goes out of play. Apart from that, I can't think of anything they did. When they had a shot straight at Darlow. Was it Earthit? No, it was Twine who came on. Scott Twine, former Burnley player, and went back on loan to Bristol. And yeah, that's not what I can think of in terms of Bristol. So yeah, they're very surprised with them, but a performance of champions. And we have the last game of the season, Plymouth, Home Park, next week. Obviously, every game's 12:30. I really want the title. I do. Really want the title. Obviously, it doesn't mean anything in terms of you're definitely staying up, because obviously it doesn't. It doesn't at all. It does not mean you get more money because everyone gets the same amount. Not that we need money, because we're very well when it comes to money, and I'm hoping that it's proof to the pudding in terms of the quality of signings we bring in. But I do want title for bragging rights. If we win, doesn't matter what Burnley do, because of goal difference, which has played a massive part this season, which hopefully will play the part. It will be crazy to think that two teams have finished on 100, but I don't think it's been done before. 2 teams finished on 100 points. I'd want title. I think Plymouth have got something to play for. Excuse me. But I think it's slim. I think it depends on if Luton drop points, Derby and Hull drop points. I'm not sure who's. I think Cardiff are bottom of the table. Yeah, Cardiff are bottom. So yeah, they've still got some slight to play for, but we've got to do our jobs. And from the interviews after the game, they interviewed quite a few people with Dan James, Joe Rodon, Ampadu, Tanaka, who for me I don't think his English is the best apparently, from what Brinlaw was saying, but I could get the vibe that he didn't like interviews or that he didn't feel comfortable doing, which is fair enough because there's some who just don't enjoy interviews. I think Bamford for me will make a good pundit because the way he comes across. Obviously, he's done podcasts in the past. He does one with my best friend's a footballer podcast. He's done the Leeds United official podcast. I think he did Peter Crouch's podcast, so he seems to have that side where he could make a pundit in the future. A bit like Dallas is coming to his own in the Championship. Whether he'll stay as one if we go up, I think potentially, because he does come across really well. Obviously, Bridges on the LUFC one, and then obviously he's on Sky Sports. But no, I'm happy tonight. Leeds win 4-0. This is a slightly longer video than most of my reactions. Because I kind of got in a bit more detail in some ways, which, if you guys prefer, do let me know. I'll end it now. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Shout out to everyone who was at the stadium. And yeah, hope everyone who unfortunately didn't get to be there enjoyed watching it elsewhere. Enjoy rest of your week. We've got Plymouth next. Hopefully we can win the title. If you do like this video, if you do like this reaction, please do subscribe. Please like the video. I said that wrong. Please like the video if you do like it. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. I really do appreciate all the comments I get and people who do enjoy the content. It's a bonus to me. Like I've always said, I enjoy talking about Leeds, and people enjoying it is a bonus. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. Have a good week. Leeds. Come on, champions again, ole ole. Champions again, ole ole. I'll catch you on the next one.